Uh, so we are on time, so we would like to start the online ceremony for Adamu Innovations Internship. Everyone, thank you for taking your time in spite of your busy schedule today. From the very beginning, Kaushal-san, the president of Adamu Innovations, had planned to provide the dinner and the hospitality to the participants for this ceremony. But unfortunately, in order to prevent COVID-19 infection, we are holding this ceremony online. The purpose of holding these ceremonies is to honor the achievement of the students who have participated in the internship program. Adamu Innovations had launched 3 projects since last November. These projects are related to food delivery, educational systems, and export platform for specialties from Minami Onoma region. And the company has accepted a total of 9 IUJ students as interns so far. And today, we have a total of 10 people in attendance. From Adamu Innovations, we have Kaushal Vauragara-san, the president of Adamu Innovations, Satish Kumar-san, the vice president, and Champika Guneratsune-san, senior project manager. And from IUJ side, Hyunku Lee sensei, MBA dean, and Funabashi sensei as a supervisor of the intern. The interns who are attending are Keisuke Okazaki-san, Azamato Yasakobu-san, Raju Kaushik-san, Noah Nabi-san, and Ali Adona Suhawat-san. Unfortunately, Ade Dutun Ayo-san, Muhammadu Naratama-san, and Salman Raza-san are absent because of their classes. However, their contributions to each project have been extraordinary, so we will be recording this online ceremony and sharing it with them later. The online ceremony will last for 2 hours from now to 3:30. The time schedule is as follows. First, Kaushal-san will give a 15 minutes overview of each project, and then each team will give a presentation. Each team will have 30 minutes for their presentation and the Q&A session. After all presentations are finished, Hyunku Lee sensei will give his feedback and comment as a general review. After that, you will receive a closing statement from Satish Kumar-san, the Vice President of Adamu Innovation, to conclude the ceremony. Now, I would like to turn over the presenter to Kaushal-san for his explanation. So Kaushal-san, please.
Thank you very much, Kobayashi-san. Professor Hyunko Lee, Dean of Graduate School of International Management, and Professor Funabashi, IUJ Career Support Team, and also my colleagues from Adam Innovations, and my dear students who just completed internship at Global IT Park, and all other, members who joined the graduation ceremony today. So it's indeed a great pleasure for me to give open remarks of this event. I think it was one of my dreams that came true because I graduated in International University in 2006, and I also studied under Professor Lee financial accounting as well. So from there onwards, I had a lot of experience of working and doing business in Japan. And in 2016, in fact, I thought of doing something in Minami Onoma, and then I presented a kind of a concept paper to Minami Onoma City to start a global IT park mainly to support IUJ students, because who just, most of the IUJ students, after they graduate, they actually go back to their own country, or they go to some other country where they can speak English. So most of the IUJ students won't be able to stay in Japan just because they can't speak the language. So but I always see that I always believe that IUJ has very good intelligent students, genius students, and how we can make use of them. And also the since IUJ is been in Minami Unuma over 38 to 39 years, so how we can build the relationship between IUJ and also the local community, Minami Unuma, and also Niigata Prefecture companies, where we can do something through the connection using global IT Park network. So therefore in 2016 I proposed this project of setting up global IT Park to Minami Unuma City Mayor. And I'm happy to say that Minami Unuma Mayor at that time, Iguchi Mayor, has accepted. And then he actually proposed that idea to Niigata Prefecture. And also IUJ also became a part of this one, and then we started Global IT Park in 2016. Main objective of Global IT Park is actually to support digital transformation of companies, because in 2016 now a lot of companies, a lot of people are talking about digital, but in 2016 digital is very very new. And we are the one of the pioneers who realized that and started this digital transformation support program through Global IT Park in Minami Unuma. So we started with 5 companies from India and Sri Lanka. Today, I'm happy to say that we have 11 companies representing one of the top 10, the one member of the top 10 global companies in the world as well. So and I'm so glad that IUJ gave this opportunity for us. And then the students who applied for our internship, and they have completed 6 months internship with us, mostly online, but time to time they actually came to IT Park and then had some sessions with us. So they all went through the total project experience. I would say that product development life cycle from concept to the launch. They have experienced it as a member of the internship group. So as a result of that, we divided we initially 6 IUJ students. We divided them into 3 groups, and each group focus on one project. So 2 members work on one project, and then they work on 3 different projects. As Kobayashi-san mentioned, and the first project is about food delivery app. Because we see that the food delivery is getting a lot of attention around the world. Apps like Uber Eats, like DoorDash, and many other apps, getting a lot of attention from many parts of the world, and even in Japan, especially in Tokyo and big cities, they have this kind of food delivery apps. But unfortunately, in Minami Onuma area, we don't have such an app because it's a small market, so no one want to focus much on that. So we thought, like, we want to take that challenge, and then especially, like, Minami Onuma has very diverse community, a lot of foreigners, thanks to IUJ, and also a couple of other companies like Yukiguni Maitake. There are a lot of foreigners working there. So focusing on them, we thought to start this the food delivery app, and then we named that app as a Tabetai. That Tabetai meaning, like, I want to eat. And so 2 members today, actually one member is not attending the session, Ayo san from Nigeria, and also Asamat san. And later, Keisuke Okazaki-san also joined this project. And recently, Raj Kaushik also now joined in this project. So I'm happy to say that that project already we have started from the concept, and we already completed the app development. We have completed the testing, and we came up with nice, branding and marketing. And with all that, we plan to launch that product in next month, 8th of June. So in Minami Onuma area, including IUJ students, will be able to order food online, and that app work in both English and Japanese. And initially 5 outlets, not only just restaurants but also like some other shops also join, and we plan to expand this one into many other vendors in this area, where we can build good relationship between IUJ students and also other foreign community living in Minami Onuma, with local the restaurants and local shops. So this is one project, and today I think Asamat-san and Keisuke-san is going to present that project more detail, and I think Professor Lee will be able to, Professor Lee and Professor Funabashi will be able to listen to that their presentation, I guess so. And the second project is actually it's the learning management system. That learning management system, we brand it as edXi. That one we developed mainly because of the COVID situation. Now many universities, schools, could not conduct lectures face to face in class. So therefore a lot of universities, schools actually started online program. So where they use the general communication platforms like Zoom, Meet, and the Teams, like that. But what we see is there's a gap in those the general communication platform, because they are not meant for education purposes. It's generally for the communication platform. So we actually develop a kind of the plugin as a learning management system, where our learning management system will be support for the universities or the schools to one thing is to manage the classroom, to manage students, build the communication between administration, professors and students. And also one very important thing is actually managing the attendance of the students, because especially in a class like 10 15 people or sometimes more than that students participate. We actually professors always find it difficult how long these students stay in the class. And the say if the course takes about 15 lectures, so it's very difficult for the professors to understand their attendance, how long they attend the class, and want to get some the students the progress, attendance, plus also other details. So we developed this product actually for looking at that problem. We see that a lot of professors find it difficult to manage online classrooms. So because of that, we actually started that, and a couple of IUJ professors also actually supported. We got some feedback from them for this product, and also a couple of IUJ students the supported on this as the student side. So we look at all the problems facing by all three parties. One is students, professors, and also administration, and we developed that product. So today Adnan San is going to present that project to you. And the third project is actually that is also started as a during this COVID situation, because many companies in Niigata find it difficult to survive. So they thought of to do something focusing on the international markets. So 5 entrepreneurs came together and then set up a company called Brishan, mainly to promote Minami Onuma and Niigata products to the global market. So it is actually the e-commerce platform, but I would say it is rather more about distribution platform, so something similar to Alibaba. And that product also developed in Global IT Park, together with Adam Innovation and our partner company called Epic Technologies. And that product also now almost completed, and that product support the mainly done by those IUJ interns. So they will be presenting about that project today. And at the moment, a new student from Vietnam also got involved in that, and she's actually doing the platform digital side, the testing part. She will be taking care of that. So those are the three projects, and all three projects are actual digital projects. So since I think they use their managerial knowledge that they learn through IUJ graduate programs, and also they use their own experience in their own countries, and then they put that into this project. And so I'm very happy that all students have given their best, and then thanks to them, we have managed to completed these three projects successfully. So today I think all three teams will be presenting on that. So this is the basic introduction about three projects. And I really appreciate the time of Dean Lee to spare with us today despite of the busy schedule, and to see and give your inputs about those projects, and then how they have presented, and so some feedback from your side, and also from Professor Funabashi. I really appreciate your time today. So, and also I want to say that especially Kobayashi-san has given us a tremendous support, and I think managing everything is very difficult, because a lot of students, the new students, and also old students. So managing contracts and managing all the administration part, actually Kobayashi-san has done a tremendous work. I really appreciate. Thank you, Kobayashi-san. So with that, I think I end my the remarks. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kaushal-san. Thank you very much for your presentation. So then we would like to move on to the presentation by intern. So each team has a 30 minutes, and after the presentation finished, please read the Q&A session too. So firstly, a team of food delivery app named Tabetai, please start.
Sam, we cannot hear your voice. We cannot hear you. Not yet.
I think Azamat has some issues. So if you allow me, then I will present the ADEX, and then after might be he resolves some issues, because I think his hand free is not properly working.
Yes, please. So Adnan-san, you are the team of EDX.
Yes.
So could you start instead of Tabetai?
Yes, I can start.
Thank
Azamat, it's
you.
okay? Okay, I will share my screen. So can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Kaushal San and the Global IT Internship Program. This is a very helpful. So today I shall explain the ADXI project, which the little bit briefly explained by the Kaushal San, and I will briefly explain all this about this project, what we learned in this internship. So before start, I just give the brief outline and introduction about these projects, the learning management system, which is called edXI, and how this system is helpful in education and how it will be effectively utilized by the administrator, lecturers, and students. And the early testing in IUJ and other schools is very soon, and we have planned to early test even before launching this. We have several time test in our personal PCs and made some classroom, small classroom with 2 or 3 or 4 and up to 10 people, just check its functionality and usability, either it's is properly workable or not. Then how we are involved in this project. Firstly, we understand this ADXI project, and then the competitor analysis and product pricing, and we comparison between ADSI project, Google Classroom, and Zoom and other platforms which are competing in the market. And either if we launch these products and this price is affordable in this range or not. And then the value proposition canvas. So either this, if we launch this project in a university, even in a private organization, either it is helpful or not. And then new plans and outline for the marketing, how we can marketing this our online platform to launch in the to make a space in the market in this well competitive environment, and then get and the provide valuable feedback about this ADXI project. So what we learned in this ADXI project, basically the different customer segments. There is a three, for example, if we launch these applications in this university, then there is a three segments: lecturer, administrator, or managerial managers. And the third one is the most important, is the students. So it depends upon if the students uses either this is a usability or convenient for the students as well as the lecturers or administrators. And then we check the competitors and the complementers. So either the competitors in the market, either they give these type of functions in other software or not. If not, then we try our maximum efforts to add that features in these softwares. Then specifications and requirements. So most of the time we did a comparative analysis between the Google Classroom, Zooms, and others softwares. Then we tried our best to put all specification and requirements which is the most comfortable in the ADXI project software. For example, most of the times when the students are increasing in the Zoom about more than 30, then the professor or lecturer cannot see in a single screen. So most of the time they use the two screens to see the students. In this platform, we we added one feature. If students attend for example, the one class is the 100 minutes, and we put a specific limit of the 80 minutes. And if students could not attend the 80 minutes, then the absent will be marked, and that criteria will be specified by the university, and it can be rescheduled. So in these circumstances, we make a convenient for the professor. They can easily check how many students attend this class for how many minutes. In this this is very helpful for the lecturer side or the professor side. As far as for concerned with the student side, a student can easily check the which classes, easily check their schedule or their TA sessions, which are and automatically the schedule slot is shown in this when they log in from the ADXI application. Then creating a value proposition canvas and how to weigh how to improve our this product and the market and make them a real world product. So this program last year we applied in the fall term, and first of all, this is very helpful because there is I'm from the administration side, and I am working in Election Commission of Pakistan, which is the top democratic and the Supreme Democratic Institute of Pakistan. So this is quite helpful for me because I have not the IT background. So in spite of this, I applied for this internship program, and they also guide us how we can develop the softwares and how can, and this internship will very helpful to increase my IT skills. So this is totally in English, and most in initial phases we did a meeting in the Global IT Park lab, which is above the city office. And then after the COVID-19 situation is worsened in Minami Onoma, then we start a weekly meeting through Zooms. So this is a small group per project, and we two peoples, me and Doni, are working in this edXI project. So we learned a lot from the Koshals and Champika, because they give a proper feedback how our this software is working. And most of the time we highlighted some, we operate among four peoples and check the usability, either it is usable for the students or the not. And then the workshop session at Global IT Park in late December, and most of the time when we uh, thought that there is a need to make a discussion and a long discussion, 2 hour 3 hour, then in the late December there is a workshop session in the Global IT Park, and the workload is not too much and it's a light and a reasonable. This is the overall feature of this internship program. The next, we did a competitor and comparison. So these are the features which we try to add in edX application. So the number one is activity dashboard. The most of the time, this is a single glance. We can easily see which classes, if for example, in a term of students, I can easily see my class schedule. If I choose 4 subjects or the 3 subjects, I can easily see. Same like the Google Classroom. So in this, and the second feature is activity tracking. And most of the time when we enroll in this edXI software, then we can easily see the activity dashboard, activity tracking, assessment management, even attendance management, not only for the students, also for the managers or administrator, or as well as professors. So attendance tracking is also very helpful for the professors. For example, most of the time we can see that now the COVID-19 situation, most of the time the classes are offered online, and then the professors will not see the faces of all the students, and most of the time they just focus on to their delivery. So this feature is automatically check the attendance, how many students attend the classes or how many students did not attend the classes. And it is also very important feature to check the bar on the students. And then the automatic notification. So still we are working on this, but these features are available in other application as well. And the calendar management. And the most of the time, the if we see the schedule of the classes, and then there is a rescheduling in the TA sessions. So in this session, if for example we manually add the TA, and then we can easily adjust our calendar, and we see at a single glance our calendar management. And the most important thing is a communication management. We can directly send our message to the manager or administrator, our professor, or the students. It is effectively communicate effectively. It's also provide the effective communication platform between the students, administrator, and the lecturer. But this feature is not available in the Google Classroom, even the classes 365 and EduThinkers. So if we did a comparative analysis between the edXI, Google Classroom, Educat, and classes 365 and EduThinker, then we can see we put our maximum efforts to add all features in edXI except automatic notification. So when we will discuss about the value proposition canvas, then it's a generic overview. So first of all, we promote the automation and integration with other platforms. And if, for example, professor share his class Zoom link to the edXI, then there is no need for this separate going and open the link. Just it's automatically put in the edXI software, and then we directly hit and we can directly connect in the class. And then the students and lecturers and administrator, it is very helpful to enter in the class with a single click. And integrated and automated system and access to all the materials, and we can easily access all the material which professor uploaded, and any notification or any issues which administrator want to tell the students, they can also upload it. And in this edXI, well managed students and lectures, no clashes. Most of the time when the uploaded, for example, there is a 2 classes on the Thursday or any days, and if I have TA session and I try to add my TA session, then automatically they show the blink. And because there is a clashes between my class and the TA session, then automatically clash will show to us. And because it is very user friendly and reliable, so it can clearly reveal the clash if we manually add anything. And then learning management system with many helpful and automated feature, which I mentioned in the last slide. This we try to add maximum automated features in edXI. So then we try focus on the web design. So our main we also work on it and empowering our main theme in the edXI. On the right side you can see the empowering education, because nowadays all over the world now focusing on the online system. So there is a need of the hour to develop the online software which is quite helpful, convenient, not only for students, also for the professors and the administrators who run the university, because there is a lot of students, a lot of professors, a lot of classes in a single platform. We can easily assess which is convenient for all of that all of them. Then these are the pictures of the value proposition which we did on the global IT lab. So we also did a lot of discussions on the gains, pains, and jobs. For example, we did a comparative analysis of the Google Classroom, Zoom, and other software, Edu 365 and the edX. What are the pains? For example, in the Google Classroom, we discussed what are the pains the most of the time, which are the deficiency which we see as a students. So then we try to add that features in the edXI. So this is after, because there is a need of the refreshment and the enjoyment also side by side. This is also 2 pictures which in the late December. So if you still have any question, and I'm very happy to answer, and I hope so that Champika San is also here and Koshal San is also here. He briefly discuss about this project, and I'm very happy to address any question if you have.
Thank you very much, Adnan-san, for your presentation. So, especially Lee Sensei or Funabashi Sensei, if you have questions, please ask him.
Sensei, your side is mute.
Lee Sensei, you are mute.
Okay, so may I ask one question?
Yes, Professor.
Is it free software?
Yeah, it is actually, Professor, it's not free. We actually, we want to do, testing, with some university, especially like I want to, for university like IUJ, we can offer actually, free of charge initially. So, but the business model is like what we think is like, we want to sell this one as the license model, like for small universities, medium-sized universities, and big universities. So it is not really free, but certain. I mean, since we are going to start it, because we want to get, especially we want to further develop the product. And for that, we want to, initial, a few universities we would like to offer free of charge. Yeah.
So it's a plug-in program. So it can be attached to any other existing class management program.
Yes, at the moment, we actually, we have, given APIs to connect like Zoom kind of platform. And also now we are working on the Microsoft Teams. Those are the two common, the systems used in most of the universities. So as Adnan-san mentioned, like, when you have this system, you don't need separately, operate Zoom. You can actually go through our system in one click. You can go to the Zoom and, conduct the class. So a couple of, advantages are there, especially looking at the university side. One is the data privacy, because most of the students' data and most of the important data you don't need to share through Zoom platform or any other third-party platforms. And we offer our product as a kind of a we have given 3 options, like as an on-premise system that university can install in their own, keep it in their own servers, or university can have in their own private cloud. So that the data privacy will be there. But what happens is, most of the Zoom and other products, the data privacy is the biggest, sort of concern for many universities. So that we have actually protected. So so looking at those angles, we actually developed this product. Yeah.
From a student point of view, what's the merit or advantage this plugin program is added? From student point of view.
Student, yeah. A student point of view, the advantage is actually it is very convenient. Because you don't need to always look at the for example emails or whatever to find the Zoom link and all. You have a calendar, university calendar, and then you can see for example today how many lectures I have, and then I can immediately click that in the calendar. In the single click I can connect to the lectures, and also the uploading and downloading materials. Communicating with professors, those features are there for students.
I see.
Yeah.
Maybe Funabashi Sensei?
Yes, I have. In the slide that you compared with other applications, one application had all items yes, and your application, one items no. Is the benefit of using your application, not another one with all the yes? With as you mentioned, is it a high privacy or something else?
Yes, the now in the Adnan's the presentation that those privacy and those kind of points were not compared because all are general platforms. So the one thing that we do not have at the moment is that notification part, as he mentioned. So all other parts will be covered, and that's a kind of a general the analysis. So in addition to that, we already have, as I mentioned, like the privacy part. We have thought a lot about the data privacy. And also another advantage is that we can customize the system into the university. Like when you use this system, it's like your own system. I mean, now when you use the Google Classroom or Zoom or something like that, you need to it's actually third-party system. Everyone knows. And our system, we can actually customize as a IUJ own system. So it's a kind of it's a IUJ own learning management system. We do that. So those 2 points, are there as a specific differentiator compared to other generic products. Funabai Sensei. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, thank you very much for 2 of Sensei's questions. So if you have no other question, I would like to move on to the next team. So, Azamato-san, could you say something? I can't hear you.
No?
No, I can hear you. So, Azamato-san, hi.
Sorry for this inconvenience.
So could you?
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Let me start. Kobayashi-san. Can I
Yes,
start?
please. Yes, please start.
Okay. Sorry, one more with this inconvenience. Do you see screen?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can see.
Do you see?
Yes, yes, we can see.
IT challenge for me. Thank you. Thank you. First of all, I want to express my gratitude for IUJ and Adama Innovation team. Thank you for this opportunity to use our knowledge, to use our the theoretical base and then implement our economical background. And despite this COVID situation, we can enjoy and get some experience in IT sphere. Today, I would like present our project related with food industry, Tabitai application that we have developed in November. Tabitai, as said before, Kaushal-san is meaning is I want eat. It is a food delivery application for Android and iPhone. Our value proposition is food delivery service. We was focusing more in Minami Onoma area. Our team members is Champika-san, Kaushal-san, Satish-san, and from IUJ, Ayo, Keisuke, me, and Rush. What we did? First, we was most of part we was working with this framework, value proposition Canva. We start with analyzing market segment, especially consumer need, competitors, some local restaurants, and we noticed that there is some needs. We did market survey of local citizens of Minami Onoma and IUJ students. We did a feasibility study and design a minimum available product. We worked with design and main feature of this application, interface, main page, and required other information. Now we have been introducing this application to the market. I will pass for next. Keisuke-san.
Okay, I joined this project since end of February. That was I joined later, not from scratch. But after I joined this project, I got a good opportunity. That means I could join the business meeting with vendor. Our marketing is not only for customer, but also we have to gain vendor. That means a local restaurant is a supplier side. So through the meeting, we introduced this application service, and so local restaurants are very interested in this application because they can reach a new customer before they couldn't reach existing customer that they might find the new customer. But on the other side, we find that they are concerned. So because it's quite new, it's food delivery application. It's not familiar, rural area especially, and local restaurant, little bit. I mean, they don't have the huge confidence of managing food order through the appli quickly on instant. Also, if they want to deliver quickly, they have to prepare their organization. They have to adjust their operation to provide quick food delivery. Therefore, so originally, so we assume from customer point of view, customer of course need quick food delivery. But from supplier point of view, at the beginning, they are still hesitate one, just concern, little bit concern for providing the quickly food delivery. That's why so we decided to adjust our minimum viable product service. It means food delivery will be started, not instant food delivery service, just next day or half days later food delivery service at the beginning. After that, so we try to improve this service gradually. That's we changed service through the business meeting. Ideally, sorry, back to so yeah, through this experience, I was very interested in this experience because before I also tended to think when the Japanese company provide a service, we wanted to accomplish perfect service, but this case important is proceed the first step, and so improve step by step. That's such a startup activity which I've never experienced. Through this internship, I could gain such experience. It was very precious opportunity for me. And I also, I'm of course a native Japanese. This product originally developed in English language environment. And so this application, of course, provides an English version and a Japanese version. So I supported Japanese contents, means convert English contents, Japanese contents, including the language and also interface also. And recently, this service will launch next month. That's why so recently we aggressively provide digital marketing, especially we focus on Facebook to get attraction from potential user. Day by day, so the engagement, strength of engagement has been increasing according to posting our marketing activity. It's also very inspiring moment for me. And next, Raja will summarize what we learned and current activity.
Can you please change the slide? Good afternoon, Professor, and all team members. And first, I would like to thank Kaushal-san to giving me the opportunity to work with this Tabetai. And as Azumat-san already discussed about the implementing knowledge in practice, so I would like to start from the how to launch the product. So basically, we were waiting for the approval of Apple Store, and finally we got the approval. So now we can download this application on both the phones, like Android and iPhones. So we don't have now any problem in downloading. And for this this work, we all the team members, as Azumat-san mentioned, the name of all team members. So we all team members are working hard to for the launch of this application. And the team has decided to launch this applications on 8th of June. By the next month. And there are some of the work on which we are working as a team. I would like to explain those works like the creation of Tabetai Facebook page, upload of pictures and detailed information, discussions with some of the important discussions which needs to be discussed with IUJ, and graphic designs, Facebook campaign, email and IUJ community, emails to IUJ community and subgroups, and declarative statement by mayor, which would be done by Kausal San, updates on Facebook page, condon post and sharing, monitoring the hashtag, and selecting of winners, and 500 yen bonus, which we are providing, the Tabetai team is providing to the applicant, the customers, and the product launch. So these are the things which have been divided among the team members. Like we are all working on the works provided by the Kausal San, and the networking we are trying to create the network by talking to our friends in IUJ and the local people, which is done by Kausal San to create the network in the locality in Minami Unuma. And then for the digital marketing, we have social sites like Facebook. We have created Facebook page and Facebook accounts, and we are trying to update the Facebook page by providing the details of the restaurants, the food products, and what are the new going to start in our Tabetai applications. And in addition to digital marketing, we are also doing some work like advertisement, and we are posting some posters in IUJ, in dorms, and there was also very good promotions on the Cultifesta Day. So overall, we are trying the best and hope to do very well in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for three members. So, Lee Sensei and Hanabashi Sensei, if you have a question, please ask.
Yeah, I have a question. So we don't have a Uber right now in Niigata area, but what's the difference between Uber and Tabetai in their function? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sensei. Yeah, Uber Eats, it's a global product, and so they are operating in many countries. They, as you mentioned, they came to Niigata the city area, but not in this area. But our speciality is actually now we want to make this product as a especially to build the relationship between locals and the international, especially like connecting with IUJ students and then other foreigners living here, and then who can enjoy their life. Now what happens is, I can remember even when I was in IUJ, it's very difficult to go to a restaurant and
exactly.
So because the menu is in Japanese, and then we can't speak the language, so many issues are there. So that is why from the beginning we thought like we want to make this product both Japanese and English. And the other challenge that we face here is the local restaurants, they are not tech savvy. They don't know even how to operate or how to download the kind of app. So we have to provide a lot of personalized service in order to make this the project a success. Now product like Uber Eats, they don't do like that. They simply give the login access, and then the users or the restaurants has to do everything by themselves. And the other thing is the margins, like for example that the Uber Eats, one of the biggest problems in Japan, Uber Eats, do not going much well, is because Uber Eats take 30% margin from the restaurants. So only big restaurant chains can afford that, because if you mark a product for 1,000 and you have to pay 300 to Uber Eats just to get that service. and we actually reduced that to 10%. So we charge only 10%, and then we actually provide a lot of personalized service. Even initially, the whole platform we actually want to operate, because if we just give it to the individual restaurants to do it, and they can't do it, because they are not technology savvy to do that. And so likewise, a lot of the biggest challenge that we face launching this app here is actually the local restaurants. They are not able to use a kind of a mobile app. Second thing is IUJ students, also, like for example, that there are certain products. For example, now say now not only just restaurants, but also other food. For example, that meat. Now we added one meat shop that's directly from the butcher, and then we specifically told that the IUJ students are from different countries and they want to enjoy different type of meat. Now if you go to the supermarket, you can get only the Japanese type of cuts, the Japanese type of slice. So you can't get like chunk meat, and you can't get like some countries, some people like to eat like, for example, ears. So and for example, the leg and the feet, and then tail, like, so you need variety of that, and general supermarkets don't do that. So we actually gave that option to that meat shop to have a variety of meat products. And also we have added one sweet shop, especially cake shop. And generally in our experience, generally in Japanese cake shops, they provide a lot of fruits and icing into the cake, and then because of that it is very expensive. So but in generally the overseas countries, we prefer like plain butter cake or like very light icing kind of cake. So those kind of options are not there. So we actually educate the restaurant or the outlet to make those kind of products. And also, like, IUJ has a lot of Muslim students, Islam students. So we told them to make every restaurant to make halal food, and some vegetarians, like, for them, at least have one vegetarian dish. Likewise, we always the provide that personal communication to the users as well as the service providers to make this relationship better, Sensei. So this is our the main intention of launching this product.
I see. How about delivery person? You don't have any trouble finding delivery person here?
Yes, it is the biggest, one of the biggest problems we have. And some restaurants, some outlets, they said they can deliver by themselves. And some restaurants, they are not be able to do it. So now actually we talk to 2-3 companies who can offer the delivery. So actually we are negotiating that. Only thing, there are some companies who can deliver, but we want to offer, like, because if we charge high delivery price, then this project doesn't work. And we want to keep the delivery charge as minimum as possible. And especially, like, we want to deliver free if possible. So but restaurants side, they did not want to deliver free if the order is less than 3,000. Okay, but we try to negotiate it with them, and then we actually got the price down to 2,000. So anyone who ordered less than more than 2,000, they will get free delivery, and that the delivery fee will be borne by the restaurants, and us, we share that. And so if the volume gets bigger, I think we can even offer even lesser orders free delivery. So this is what we plan to do.
I guess volume is really important. In the city area, you can place an order within 20 or 30 minutes, you can deliver it.
Yes.
But as presenter explained, that's not going to happen in local Niigata. So if a food is not delivered within some short time period, then it cannot be used for certain lunch time or some out of your just intuition. You simply order. You cannot do such a kind of consumption, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So I think there's a lot of difficulty, I can imagine.
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, exactly, Sensei. Because the for we need to balance both sides. There's some users from one side, and the other side the service providers. So what they say is they can do real-time delivery when they get a kind of a sufficient orders. But since we are launching for the first time, we don't know exactly the volumes, how many volumes are going to be. That is why we have actually given free 500 yen. At the time of you download, you can get 500 yen free. And when you refer that our app to someone else, you get another 50 additional bonus points. Likewise, we want to encourage people to use this app as much as possible. So it's very challenging, of course, but we hope that we can make it a success.
Thank you.
Question related to that last point of the delivery and the cost, because even for the big company like Yamato or yes, Yamato Transportation, the cost necessary for the last 1 mile delivery is a big problem. And for the smaller restaurants in Minami Onuma, that is bigger problems.
Yes, yes.
And in the case of IUJ, many students live in the same place. So at least, for example, if students agree to give the order like 2 or 3 hours in advance and can tell the restaurant that they can deliver at a certain time, the decided time, maybe the restaurants can deliver the food for many people at once, and that can reduce the cost, and the student can enjoy the lower price of the food. So if you add such kind of ideas and try to reduce the cost and benefit both students and restaurants, maybe it will be very popular and beneficial for both.
Yes, exactly. As you mentioned, we want to keep the delivery cost as low as possible. So if the students can make bulk orders, yes, then that's a benefit for both sides, for the restaurant side as well as the user side. So the thing is, until we launch, until first month to second month, we don't know how the volume is going to be, how the transaction the is going to take place. So that is why in the trial period, we want to deliver. Like, for example, if you want to order tomorrow lunch, you will order today, like that. But if the volume is big, so we can even go do the personalized delivery service. But for other items, for example, meat, cake kind of items, you can of course order little in advance. So we want to first see how this going to be in first 1 to 2 months, and then after that we want to actually go for a more convenient delivery. Yeah, so this is kind of what we are planning to do.
Thank you.
Yeah, as an IUJ experience, I think compared to Mr. Olagala's time, actually we now have many evening class.
Right.
And the class ends around 9 o'clock or 9:30.
Right.
So during that time, students couldn't get any dinner. So after class, they have to have some food.
Right.
And many of our students don't have a car. So I know some Japanese student owns a car, so they just going to some nearby ramen store, maybe 5 or 6 students together in the single car.
Right.
And they come back like 11 p.m. or something like that, right? But if there's some convenient delivery service for that kind of a classroom, I think there will be some demand.
Right. Good to hear that. So we can definitely look at that option, Sensei. Yeah, that would be a very good input. So we will keep a note on that. Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, team, Kaushara-san and Lee Sensei and Funabashi Sensei. So next is the last presentation by intern. So the project is exporting platform to overseas market, which is collaborated to the company Bridgen. So, Nuru-san, thank you for coming earlier.
Thank you very much.
Hi. So, could you start?
Can you hear my slides?
You can hear.
Yes.
Everyone can see the slides?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kushal-san, for giving us the opportunity to learn from you regarding the practical experience about the business, how to run the business in a digital platform. My name is Noor Nabi and my other partner is Salman Raza. We are both from Pakistan and we are learning from this project from last 6 months. And I'm from like a PMPB program and Salman San from IDP program. Although we don't have any business background, but after joining this program, we have learned a lot and we have learned new things. What's the actual problem the businessmen nowadays facing, especially in Minami Unoma city, and how we can help and how they can improve their business regarding this. This project is launched by the Adam International. Adam, this launched this project like a vision. The main purpose of this Vision project is to grow a global company and become a complete bridge between Japan and the world of sustainable regional development. It's the mission statement of our project, and these are the our like partners, like a management, like a president, vice president, senior managers, and who's look after this project. And the next one is like I give you more detail about the introduction of this like a project. The project is targeted to support local companies, farmers to sell their products globally using the e-commerce platform. Basically, before this, there is a shortage of this platform. Although it's an opportunity available in Tokyo and the big businesses can already avail this opportunity. But for this region, for this particular area, the people, they are farmers, they are like a small scale of business. They don't have any opportunity to access to the customer directly. So these through this project, we give them the opportunity. They just touch the global market online, and we like provide the facilities how to they connect to the world. And on behalf of them, we make extensive marketing, make a establish the contract, and we also like provide the different facilities of regarding the language barrier, the rules and regulation of other countries as well. In addition to this, like provide consultancy services and uplift the companies to sell their products online. In consultancy, I already like visited with the Koshal Sen in different companies, local companies, and where we like see that there is a shortage and there's a gap between like they have like although they have a good equipment and they have a provide producing very good things, but they are not used to with the familiar with the technology. So we provide the consultancy how to like market your product. And in this context, like Koshals and already make meetings with them, and they are to some extent they are agree for marketing prospectus how we can help them to grow their business. And the next one is like what types of services we are providing. We like a farmer to consumer supply, how to like access to the consumer, the directly to the farmer. And we provide the trading, consultancy services, digital business and sports services. And one more option we are providing like a commodity exchange program. It's on a need-based productions and like e-commerce platform. In context of like a trading, our like a more focus on import and exports of these particular items like a eco solution and the agriculture goods for Japanese farmers. And for prospectus of exports, we are working on the area of rice, sake, unama snow melting water, food products, fruits, vegetables, and agri machinery. Japan is like a very good in this. Japan as well as this area is very rich on that particular products. These are the specialties of this Minami Unoma who just want to give these products to the world and introduce, although the world already know, but we just want to give up with more uplift and to show the world what's the potential and what is the special in these things. That's why you just like a boost of the export of these things. And these are the overall our projects, but now currently we are focusing on the rice and Minami Unoma snow melting water. And already I think so Kushalsan maybe discuss with you in next 2021 like expo in Dubai. And now our target is like that particular expo. For this we already make a research and working on rice as well as melting water, and we already share our like research with them. What is the potential of rice and how many number of like Japanese are there and how they have compete Japanese restaurant in Dubai, and how we can access them through different ways, and how to add the values in rice in like different types of like products are like producing through the rice. So these are the different dimensions we have covered and search out, and from that and then we give our recommendation and suggestion how we can go into the market, penetrate, and how we attract the customers in Dubai to sell our local farmers of this Minaminoma regions. And in the same with the right like a market of water as well. And these are our main focus in last 1 or 2 months. Overall, our involvement in this project is like we are participating in upgradation of the business Brishan project websites, as it's a new project and it's a big project. And on temporary basis, first when they make our websites, we like visit the different websites that are related to these businesses, and whatever we feel any shortcomings and we think that it need to be more improved and other aspects, we have give our opinion, and definitely that will be helpful for them, and then give us a feedback that's a positive. We have learned these things from this project. In addition to this, we are attending the online introductory session regarding the digital platform business Brishan projects. And it's also very helpful as before this, we don't have any idea. We just like reading the books and just see the video from the YouTube or something. But it's a practical, we online attend the sessions and different our recommendations and how that will be worked. It's a documentation they already Kushal Sen also share with us, and with the proper evidence of the documentations, and we see the visually that enhance our exposure to run the system, how they run the system in background. We have learned this project. We have visited the different local Japanese companies to create a networking and to push them. If you have an open potential for the market, your product is like this and international demand is like this. You need to make if you want to make more value addition in your product, you can get more benefit. Instead of local covering only cover market, you can also have a horizon to like cover the international market as well. We just like a motivations, and at the end I will share with you some like random clicks that we are visiting different companies, and how like a motivations and such types of things. We are visiting their plants and such types of things. And in addition to this, like a marketing research of relevant market for the Japanese commodities from Unama city. We also search through Google through like a different source. Where is the area? Where is the location? Where is the Manami Unama like a potential of like a rice? Although it's a little bit expensive, but its quality no one can beat this one. So in order to this, we just found out already where is the already market and where is the potential through which we can like our opinion. We give them the platforms. These are the potential area. These are the potential market where we can give the opportunity to our local farmers. They can sell their products. In addition to this, regarding the rice and the water, I already shared with you that we are worked on a rice export potential in UAE. And in this context, we have searched out their legal formalities, what types of things they are need before enter into market. And we are working on it, and we give them the complete documentations, which documents they needed. We need to fulfill our like a local farmers to compete the market, and how many means through which they are using to export their product to the UAE. And we have like find the different like how many number of shops there, restaurant of Japanese are there, and where is the potential area. So that will be helpful for the overall project, and we also learn from here regarding how to make a research and how to make a potential search the potential of market. These things we have learned in this project. Furthermore, like our involvement is like participation in development of business plan. Before this, joining this internship, we have like a participate just to see the MBA students are very good in from like IUJ, but we don't have any like background about it. But Kushal Sen already make us such different types of presentation. We attend their training session of Kushal Sen, and we know that what types of business plan, how to prepare this, and how these things are interlinked with each other. Whenever we think about new plan, which things are more important for us to meet these issues. So we have learned through like a different training opportunities. Kushal and like give us proper training about the how to develop the business plan. And after that, we have more attend the online session of Vision Project related to the networking and development. And it's consists they are also like attend the different international expos within Japan, and like different like participants from India and from the Sri Lanka and the different more countries. And we have shared our thoughts and ideas about the overall Vision projects, how we can like more make it more improved. We have attend these sessions on frequently, attending the Zoom meetings on weekly basis. They give us like a task on weekly basis, and whatever we have done, we share with them. And on weekly basis, we share our progress and our input, and then they give us like how to make more improve, and it's okay or now you work on that particular areas, and it's make like more discipline for us. Like we are like a go through in our studies. With studies, we have like a make parallel. The beauty of this project is like this, that during the like more pressure or final exams, then they make a little bit relaxation for us. And when they feel they know each and everything about the IUJ, so when they think that now it's a time though no need to push, then at that time they push us, and then we like give more time to that internship. And the last one is like the learning outcomes, what we have learned. We have developed the business plan. We already shared how to operate the digital business platform. It's a new, and I have learned first time from here. And the practical knowledge about the business in Japan, and marketing research, and presentation skills and communication techniques. Definitely, we have like give them the physical presentations. We visit the they're like Adam in corporations, and they like thanks to him they give us the opportunity on Saturday, Sunday pick and drop, and we day whole day we spend there, and like make a presentations. After presentation, we will explain our what we have like a brainstorming what we have done, and what we idea we have come up, and then like it's a learning whole day learning, and this is like I have learned from here, and how to work with diversified culture. And not only our aspects, our language, different countries people are there. When they think, they think and talk about their own perspectives. And it's a great opportunity, platform for us. We have learned the experience of the different nationality people, different backgrounds people, and on the basis of which when you make a discussion, it's make more healthy environment, and we learn a lot from this environment. And last one, I just already shared with you the random clicks regarding he is very kind. We make a different arrange like a different lunch and dinners after extensive presentations after whole days. And after like we visited the different companies already, you're like Koshai, and they are participating in global IT Park in different international expos as you see, and we are online, and we can see each and every activity whenever they like go out of the cities. And at that time they in return they share us with what types of like our development of this project. So thank you very much. It's all about my side. If you have any question regarding this project, I will be happy to address. Thank you very much. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much, Noru-san. So, Lee sensei or Funabashi sensei, could you ask the question?
Yes. Regarding this export e-business platform. I just wonder what is the current stage of development? And for example, I think a language issue here and culture issue, and also local farmer or small business. I think just like a Tabetai case, these people need some support in digital side. So again, looks like there are many challenges here. And what would be the current status of this platform?
Okay, maybe I can respond to that. Yeah, so basically, yeah, as you correctly mentioned, this is also another challenging project. Why we came up this idea mainly because we want to support local farmers, local companies. As you know, Minami Unuma itself has three good sake companies like Hakkai-san, and then Kakure, and also there's another company called Takachio. So all three companies make good sake, but except Hakkai-san, other two companies do not have that much of global presence. And also Minami Unuma is very popular for rice. Niigata itself is popular for rice, and Niigata has over 90 sake brewers, but those products actually remain in this prefecture. So our idea was to actually support them and then introduce their products into global markets. So, and the difference of this product that this platform is, and now this is not a retail platform, this is a wholesale platform. So because in Japan we have a couple of the B2C platforms like Amazon, like Rakuten and all this, but the rice sake kind of thing you can't simply sell just one two. So we want to actually promote this one to foreign companies like importers, trading companies, or some restaurants like that. So this is what our the focus was. And as you correctly mentioned that local farmers, it's very difficult for them to use this platform. So what we came up with is we talked to some rice collectors, I think Noor-san mentioned about a company called Kosiji. Now Kosiji is a one company like JA. They collect rice from different farmers in Niigata and then nearby prefectures. So we directly work with them, and then we actually put their products into our platform initially, because each farmer to put their products in our platform may be very difficult initially. So in order to run this one, we actually simplified the number of suppliers. So each area, like for example rice, we selected about 2-3 suppliers who can supply bulk and who has some manpower capacity to manage a digital system like this. And of course we will be doing a lot of training for them. And like sake companies, for example Hakkai-san, Kakure, they also willing to on board with us, because recently, because of the COVID and all, the sales have actually affected a lot. So basically the platform, Noor-san, can you stop the presentation? I can show the platform. Platform is already developed, Sensei. I mean, now what we need to do is we need to upload the products, and then we need to promote into the other countries. So this is the platform. It's called Brishan. So initially we want to focus on 3 products: sake, because Minami Unuma has a lot of sake, and also Niigata is very popular for sake, and then also water. And this one is actually we talked with 2 companies. Especially it's this water is like we call snow melting water. It's not the normal water. So because we see that Minami Unuma, this area has a lot of snow, and can we use that to make something? So that is why we talked to, luckily we found 2 companies. They manufacture water through the snow, and also rice. So these are the 3 products that initially we focus on. And so we have actually put those some products, for example Minami Unuma water, Now, here you can see in our platform, since it's a wholesale platform, so it is quite different to the normal, persons buying. Usually you have to order bulk. For example, like, like if you want to order sample, you can directly go and order a sample, and then sample price is high. But if you order bigger quantity, your price is going to be different, based on the quantity. So those kind of features are there in this platform. And also, especially the importers, they want to know about the product details and also the company profile, which company it is, so still, the most of the data we have not inputted. So the company profile is there, the product details, the specification, all these things are there. So this is the difference of this platform compared to other B2C, the normal e-commerce platform, because normal e-commerce platform, just people just buy one. I mean, they basically their target market is for retailers. I mean, not retailers, the individual users. Whereas Brishan platform focus on the wholesale market, either importers or the restaurants, like that. So the current situation is actually the platform already developed and all the features are there. Now actually we want to onboard the suppliers, and then we need to put the products. So and as Noor-san mentioned, we also applied for the 2021 World Expo in Dubai. So we are waiting for the approval. If we get that, actually we want to participate in the World Expo. So then we will be getting a lot of opportunities to promote this platform around the world. So this is our plan at the moment.
Well, when I heard about this, export platform, actually, I thought about domestic market first.
Right,
so obviously, the retail-based e-commerce platform.
Right.
And any possibility you do this business in domestic market rather than export, that will be. I mean, I understand that some difficulty, but at the same time, some advantage as well. For example, language or participation of some small business or farmer. In fact, what I thought when I look at this title for the first time was, I thought about actually Furusato Noje website.
Right.
It is not retail site, but it show all the local product, very easy way, so people can order those products.
Right.
But as far as I know, that there's no other such a similar website, similar platform. So might be possible even in domestic market. So why you just focus on export side?
Yes. Because we think that the domestic e-commerce products are already available. For example, Amazon's, Rakuten and many other products are there. Platforms are there, and our service providers also, like big, for example, Hakkaisan, Kakure, they already have a retail channel in Japan. For example, Hakkaisan has their own established retail channel. So if we try to sell it on the retail, there might be some competition also. And so for them, they don't have a kind of a foreign, that kind of, the channel. So therefore they prefer to, work with us on that. So that is why we actually focus on retail. So the whole the export, wholesale market on the export. And the other thing is the volume advantages, like, because we provide the platform and then we do not want to take a big margin. And actually our intention is directly connecting the supplier to the importer. So then, because many foreigners, sensei, like they like to buy Japanese products. but they don't have a way to do it. Most of the websites are in Japanese, and then the local companies cannot communicate in English. So there are a lot of gaps we saw. And so our platform actually working in both English and Japanese. So there is no communication problem. So because our staff can support on the communication side. So that is why we thought of, focusing on the wholesale market.
I see, I understood.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
This is like a Alibaba sensei, like, Alibaba, right?
Yeah.
Because Alibaba is actually getting a lot of attention, but there's no similar Alibaba in Japan. So we want to make our product as a kind of Alibaba kind of thing, like focusing more on the B2B side. Yeah.
I think the success of this business depends on how many importers in other countries you can find, or you have a connections. And you explain about exhibiting at the international trade fair. But besides that, do you have any plan for expanding your network with importers in other countries?
Yes, we already had a couple of good meetings with companies in Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, and also India. Dubai also actually we talked to. So there are a lot of Japanese restaurants operating in these countries like Singapore, Malaysia, and all. So they want to get good quality rice. So they because mostly like those restaurants operate by Japanese, they know about Minami Onuma rice. So they have actually shown an interest of buying our products. So at the moment, because our president also has connections, because he had company in Singapore already. So he has a lot of connections in Singapore and also Malaysia. So through that network, we plan to use to export to those countries. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Noru-san, Kaushal-san, and Lee-sensei, and Nabashi-sensei. So, we would like to thank to all interns to make a large amount of the effort to the achievement. Next, we would like to have Hyunku Lee-sensei to give the general review and feedback to each team. So Lee-sensei, could you give some comment as a general review and feedback to each group?
Okay, sure. Yeah, thank you for having me here. And actually, rather than specific comment, I'd like to just express my gratitude. Adamai provided this opportunity. And of course, I have known Adamai for many years. The founder, Mr. Kashu Balagala, he was our e-business program graduate. And he has supported our program many years. So, it's just natural. We know each other very well. And this time, Adama established corporate internship program. And I think 9 students and 9 IJ students participate in this project. This is really wonderful things. And even though it is only 6 months period, students experience a total project experience. And business model, strategy, or marketing research, or minimum viable product or website, or communication, and local network, and so many things. And of course, the student largely learn those kind of things, but without real experience, it's very difficult to integrate those skills into single business skill. So we need some actual doing, learning experience. And in that sense, I really appreciate Adamai provide opportunity to our students to work on this kind of experience. And also this time, I have to say that those 9 students who involved in this Adamai internship opportunity, they had a strong motivation and participation and hard work. I'm pretty sure they will reward those benefits in their career down the road. And I cannot give you that much specific comment on this project. In fact, today I learned many different, very unique business idea and food delivery web, the Dabetai. And as I mentioned, IUJ has only single restaurant, and I had a really hard time going outside having lunch and dinner. And in fact, I really thought about the idea of having some delivery service. So at the time, what I thought was just telephone, request. But as far as I understand, many of those restaurants do not provide any delivery. So certainly this Dabetai has a potential in the Urasa or Niigata area. But at the same time, the uniqueness in this area, unlike a city, density of a restaurant or housing is very low. So, and also I think a population of those senior citizens probably higher. So how to tackle that kind of a regional specific characteristic is key for success of this program. Okay? And I learned many aspects today, so I get to understand. But still, I think there will be some way to reflect those uniqueness of a regional market. And for example, you just concentrating on IUJ, then I think the market probably just too small. So it should be expanded somehow in all Niigata area or all rural area in Japan. And that's a challenge. And I think definitely I want to think about that possibility too, okay? And in fact, this education platform, the edXI, this is a very interesting one. I mean, IUJ adopted this Google Classroom a couple of years ago. And as we experienced COVID-19 and we changed all our lecture online, I realized actually this is a very, very important software. We depend on Google Classroom and other things so much. But clearly, these programs, Zoom or Google Classroom or Google Form, has a certain limitation. So question is who's going to fill in this gap and improving usability of this software? And if these are succeeded, I think the impact will be enormous. I mean, all the international educational institution, impact will be enormous. So I hope this program succeed in many ways to getting over those limitations. And just talking about my personal experience with those Google Classroom or Zoom or other software, there are several things I feel very uncomfortable. One is space, screen monitor space management. I mean, we are using, for example, single monitor, then there's so many things you have to feature. Otherwise, during the lecture, you cannot even confirm your student face, right? So I add a second monitor, but even 2 monitors are not enough. So sometimes I'm using 3 monitors, right? So in one place, I'm looking at my teaching material, I'm looking at student face and looking at other record, right? And this management is really challenging. So there should be some easier way we handle multiple screen, multiple information in a small, in a single monitor possibly. For example, right now, Zoom, even adjusting window screen size is not that simple. I mean, it's very sensitive for this window movement. So tiny customization of this location or size of a window is difficult right now. And at least I think that should be improved. And another aspect I personally feel a little problematic is related to IUJ. I mean, IUJ, we have many international students, and we are providing lectures through internet to, for example, Myanmar, Vietnam, or Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan. But many of those locations, they have a small capacity problem in internet. In other words, you add some rich feature into the software, then it makes some bloated software. So you try to exchange information with those bloated software, then I guess it causes a little problem. For example, blockage or stop or delay in the file delivery. So we cannot continue this class smoothly. So I think that this is a technical challenge. You have all the essential feature. At the same time, make your program as small as possible. So, tiny little capacity internet can take care of those issues. So this year, I particularly had a problem with a Kyrgyzstan student and East Timor. I mean, whenever I try to show some picture file, try to send us some complicated file to those students, they're, basically Zoom stop operating in those countries. So those are the problem right now I'm having, okay? And plus, there's so many things. I mean, lack of control, for example, files are all over the place. Softwares are all different, right? You're using multiple software, try to put them together to manage this course, but you got the feeling that you don't have a control for all that function and aspect of software. It's not well integrated. It's all separate, independent software, but somehow I have to integrate. So in a sense, I feel that this edXI software is a kind of a integration, function. So maker, lecturer, administrator, and student can get the necessary information more conveniently. And I think that's a good direction, but there could be many other directions, make this software more functional, more usable for the students. So I'm looking forward to have a much better product in this area and hope edXI contribute to that direction. And impact will be very, very big for this product. Okay. And the third one, export e-business platform. I think that this is a great idea. Particularly the point we are sending local product to international market, creating business in the local economy. And this should be really, really nice. So it succeeded, then it will improve local economy significantly. But with a little communication, I realized there's some challenge we have to go over. So for example, how can we reach all those international wholesaler? Okay? And how do we expand a local provider? I mean, this is a wholesale platform, but I hope eventually it expand a little, smaller, farmer or business people. So it will be, potentially challenging, but at the same time, again, this software and this business model, I think the potential is fairly good. So I hope this goes really well in the future. Okay. And as a general comment, it looks like a true innovation is possible only when we have a large number of talented people in a single location. They exchange idea in open fashion, and we call that open cluster, right? So nowadays, technologies are changing very fast and very unpredictable. So single company cannot catch a customer easily. I mean, single company doesn't have that much diversity, and they don't have that unique idea. So there's an inherent limit there. And at the same time, academic research, even if it is innovative, it's very hard to connect to business. So naturally, we need a collaboration between academic research and the business. So it's no wonder, actually, Silicon Valley is based on Stanford University and San Francisco, the banking street, and so many startups working together as a cluster. In Asia, we are working hard to creating this cluster again. And in Niigata, Edamai and IT Park and IUJ is working together, creating this kind of cluster. I think it's a very significant and promising development. So I hope just we continue to work together and just contributing to bring this cluster into the local area. It will lead to local development and success of all the institutions involved. So in that sense, I really appreciate Edamai's initiative, bring business mind and technology mind in the local Niigata area. Yeah, so I really appreciate your effort. Okay. Thank you very much.
Lee Sensei, thank you very much for your sincere comments. And we hope intern to have a new perspective from Lee Sensei's comment. Now, the ceremony has almost done. And lastly, we would like to have Satish Kumar-san, the Vice President of Adobe Innovation, to give us the closing statement. So Satish-san, could you start?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Satish,
Good afternoon to one and all gathered here. I'm very glad to present in this wonderful event today and present my vote of thanks. We take this golden opportunity to thank our respected chief guest of the event, Professor Hyunko Lee, Dean, Graduate School of International Management, for his valuable comments on each and every project and support in making this, this event a success actually. As you know that this is our first batch. I'm very happy that this is very successful, and we look forward for more batches ahead with your kind support, sir. Actually, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. So I also like to extend my thanks to Professor Funabashi san, for being in this event with us and giving your valuable comments to the team. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah. So it's my pleasure to again thank Kobayashi-san, IUJ Career Support for guiding and managing all the interns all along the program. I know it's not so easy, So thank you again for that. Okay, yeah. Okay.
My pleasure. Hi.
So I also like to share my thanks to Mr. Kaushal Vaulagala, the President Adam Innovation, and Global IT Park for envisioning this, this digital internship program and bringing this to a success. I'm very sure today he'll be the most happiest person, the first batch graduating, So thanks to you, thanks to Kaushal San. Okay, yeah. And I am very thankful to Mr. Mr. Champiga-san, Champiga-san, our project manager, senior project manager, for technically guiding the students all along the program. So in this class, some people told about the ADAMI adjusting itself to the schedule of IUJ. So I remember a lot of scenarios. Champiga-san has really worked very closely with the IUJ students to adjust with their timings, and it was a wonderful time we had together. And the last but not the least, I thank the fellow students for enthusiastically taking this program very innovatively, because in spite of their busy schedule, because they have their daily class, etc., still students came here, they had seminars, workshop, we had some dinners together, and we had visited some plants. So of course, Zoom programs, and it is wonderful to see their presentations today. And we are missing that particular the event with them, but we really wish them in a wonderful career ahead actually. So this is our first batch of internship, and I'm very happy that I personally very happy that this is a success, and I look forward to the leadership team, for more batches in IUJ, for the digital innovation internship program of ADAMA Global IT Park, and this can really bring us close together, And finally, I once again like to thank one and all wholeheartedly in glorifying this event, and thank you very much from my side. Okay, yeah.
Satichu-san, thank you very much. And so now, all contents for today are finished, and we would like to close this ceremony, but we still have time. So someone would like to some comments, please say. Or if you don't have, you don't nothing, we would like to close. But before fund, later, Kaushal-san and Lee Sensei will give you all intern to the certificate
Yes.
of the internship. So please wait for a while.
Yeah. So actually, you know, we have prepared a certificate of the completion certificate. So I can show it to you. So I need to get the signature from Professor Lee, and then thereafter I will personally hand it over to you. So I think it will be valuable for you for your career. And also, like, I really appreciate, I know how, because I also was a student of IUJ, and I know how difficult it is to manage your time. And but despite of that, you have put a lot of efforts, and you have contributed a lot. So especially I want to thank two other members who could not join today, Ayo san and also Naratama san. So both of them worked very hard, and then they have put a lot of contribution to make this two projects success. So and Lee says, thank you so much for valuable comments. And I would like to do a demo about our learning management platform, because I would like to get some feedback from you. And because if you think it's valuable and good, we will be able to implement this one at IUJ. I already talked to Nakajima-san, and I have done about two demos to Nakajima-san also. So I would like to do a demo to you as well in the future.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. So that's all basically from me.
Hi. So again, for everyone, thank you very much for your supportive cooperation and the precious time with us. And we believe that intern will be able to use their internship experience in their new career in the society in near future. So thank you very much for everyone. See you next time. So I will close the window.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.